I urge the Honorable Visitor of USTM, Honorable Governor of Meghalaya, to award the degrees.
यूनिवर्सिटी के विजिटर के रूप में तथा मुझमें प्रदत्त अधिकारों के आधार पर मैं उपाधियों का प्रदान करूंगा।
Honorable Visitor, sir, the Academic Council of University of Science Technology Meghalaya is pleased to honor Shri L with the honorary degree of Doctor of Letters, Honorary D.Litt, for his contributions in the field of administration and bringing reforms in the higher education scenario, especially regulation of the private universities in the state of Meghalaya. And I pray that he may now be admitted.
साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी यूनिवर्सिटी मेघालय के विजिटर के रूप में मुझमें निहित शक्तियों के आधार पर मैं श्री एल को डॉक्टर ऑफ लेटर्स की D.Litt की मानद उपाधि प्रदान करता हूं।
Now the recipients of Honorary D.Litt would express their acceptance note. First, I would like to request Shri L to express his feelings.
Private universities throughout the country have been augmenting the big gap between what the government universities are able to provide and the actual need of the students for postgraduate studies. At this time, that was in 2007, 2008, and so on, suddenly there was a flurry, a proliferation of private universities all over the country. And the Honorable Supreme Court, in that famous case of Prof. Yashpal versus the other universities in Chhattisgarh, passed a landmark judgment, an order, directing all the state governments to stop the process of setting up private universities at random. A very, very clear process was prescribed by the Honorable Supreme Court that every university, every private university should be created only on the strength of an act of law to be passed by the respective state legislature. So it is in that context that I happen to be Commissioner and Secretary of Education in Meghalaya, and the then government thought it fit that we should also benefit from this trend of having good quality private universities in our state. So we were caught up in that fever, and there were a lot of proposals for starting private universities. Unfortunately, in such a situation, we were faced by as many as 12, if not more, proposals to start private universities in Meghalaya. Then, Education Minister, Dr. Mukul Sangma, who subsequently became Chief Minister of Meghalaya also, and I were entrusted by the then government to draft the legislation to create private universities in the state. And the proposals that we have received are so very many, and from so very many sponsors, the antecedents of which are not very clear or known to us. But surprise of surprises, we found one from USTM, from ERD, in the person of Mr. Mahbubul Hoque. From the very first time that I met Mr. Hoque, I could see there was something different about him. Something about the proposal that he brought forward and the passion with which he advocated he advocated the passage and the framing of this law for creating this university was very, very clear to all of us. I'm glad that he came at that point of time, because most of the proposals that we received came from people who wanted to make money. Let us be clear about that. I take this opportunity to say that ERD came up with a different proposal, and the USTM became a university with a difference. They came not to get, they came to give. And in the background of so many bad reports regarding the education scenario in Meghalaya, it being bottom from all kinds of criteria, I'm glad to see that USTM is thriving. Mr. Mahbubul Hoque deserves all the credit for the vision, for the passion, for the determination to bring his vision into fruition, to make it a reality that we see today. When he came first, we thought that he'll just give a BA or a MA or whatever. But now I see a whole lot of different disciplines have been started in the USTM. We thank you on behalf of my government, which I no longer represent, but the people of Meghalaya. I would like to thank Mr. Mahbubul Hoque and his team for the wonderful job that you have done. With these few words, I would like also to thank you for this honor of being the recipient of this Honorary Doctorate of Literature, Honoris Causa. It is a very highly unexpected and therefore all the more very pleasant surprise to be awarded with this degree. I receive it with humility and thanksgiving. And with these few words, I wish all the people, the community of the USTM, the very best in the years ahead. I'm sure with the dynamism and the vision and the collective work of all of you together, unitedly, you will march forward and reach your goal of being one of the best, if not the best, universities in the country. With these few words, I thank you all.